For our lab, and I'm putting that in air quotes, I'm going to walk you through how we would connect a fancy new video card to a fancy new monitor. This monitor is actually what I use in my office. It's an LG 27MP35. It uses an LED backlight. It uses IPS panel technology, so it's a pretty hot shot monitor, and you should feel proud of yourself if you understood what I just said. We discussed that in the previous module, you'll remember. Anyway, this is a little grab from the manual, my good old trusty manual, RTFM, Read the Friendly Manual, right? And you see that the front panel has some hard buttons and a power switch, obviously enough, but we're more concerned with turning the monitor around, and we see that it has an old D-sub connector. D-sub refers to VGA, and is that a male or female port? Do you know? I know you can't tell probably definitively, but that's a female port. The VGA cable would have male pins on it. We also have a DVI-D. You can see that that's a dual link based on the pinout, and there's also an HDMI. So this is a good representative example of a current generation monitor. Now, we also have a really fancy AMD Radeon card. This uses the Crossfire technology that's actually combining two cards into a single PCI Express interface. Let's ignore the Crossfire bits and instead focus on the interfaces on the card. First, we have a full-size DisplayPort output. Next, we have a full-sized HDMI. And finally, we have what looks to be a dual-link DVI-D connector. All right, so what kind of possibilities do you see there? Certainly, we could plug using an HDMI cable the monitor to the video card using that matching port, and we also have matching DVI-Ds. We would then, now that's actually a chicken and egg question. I should have given you the ramp up here. This would require, number one, turning off the computer and unplugging it, exposing, making sure you have a PCI Express slot available, grounding yourself with an anti-static wrist strap, installing, screwing down the video card, turning on the computer, getting into your operating system and loading the appropriate device drivers, and then once everything is at that point, you can use your driver software or control panel, as the case may be, to actually set up which monitor is your primary versus your secondary. So DVI-D would be one connection, HDMI would be another. We can do two displays. What if we had need to do a third display? How could we do that? Well, on the monitor, we have to wind up with VGA, so that's one issue. We're going to need a VGA cable, but then we're going to need some means of connecting the video card, which it looks like we have a display port left on that side, to the D-sub VGA connector on the monitor side. Well, you would just have to shop for the appropriate adapter, and here is one I found by doing a quick Google search. Now notice it'll come out of the video card display port, and then it terminates with a female VGA. So you're going to take your VGA cable, which has male plugs on each end, plug in one to the adapter, the other to the monitor, and you've got yourself a 3-monitor setup. Go you!